Guys, what's up? Lord Meecher again here, your lord of video games, and welcome to another episode of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. In the last episode, we started a little bit more of Labrys's side. We did see a little bit of Mitsuru, what's happening on her side, and continue with Labrys. But we're going to continue right where we left off, because we did not complete chapter 5. We left it off halfway. So let's jump right in without any further ado and see what's going on.
When we enter the school building, we find that the red fog has filled the halls as well, ruining our visibility. The hallways seem to go on forever. The classrooms lining both sides are distorted. Now, this is similar to the way the building had been in the TV world. The red fog increases the creepiness tenfold. The fog even mutes our footsteps as we proceed. As we walk along, Koromaru-san growls.
Oh?
Koromaru-san? It would seem there's someone inside this classroom.
Ooh.
A door reading music room is slightly ajar. The fog is pouring through the crack. I put my hand on the door. Ken-kun and I silently nod to one another. I throw the door open and Ken-kun and Koromaru-san rush inside. I follow them.
What do we see?
Oh, in the center of the music room is a cross, just like the ones we saw on the monitor in the helicopter. The person tied to it is Akihiko-san.
Sonata-san, we'll get you down at once.
Ken?
Is it another trap?
Ken-kun rushes over to the cross and unbinds Akihiko-san. Akihiko-san is quite weak and he stumbles once he is released from the ropes. Ken-kun and I hold him up to our shoulders.
Thanks for saving me, Ken, Labrys, and Koromaru too?
Sorry to barge in on you. I couldn't wait to hear your stories, so I came here.
Oh my lord.
I'm glad you're so impatient. Sorry about this.
I'm glad you're safe now. Where are the others?
Ah, am I late again? Sorry guys, my bad.
Oh, Junpei?
I turn around in surprise at a sudden voice from behind us. A man wearing a backwards baseball cap is standing at the music room's door.
Oh hey, Ken and Koromaru. And, are you Labrys?
Junpei-san, it's been a long time. I'm glad you made it here. Did you run into Yukari-san along
Is
the
he
way?
the real one or is he the fake? Let's see.
Junpei-san, beginning personal scan. Identified Junpei Iori, as I thought he is another of Mitsuru-san's comrades from high school. He is currently listed as a member of the auxiliary staff of the Shadow Operatives.
Glad? You're glad about stealing the limelight from me?
Oh, yep, Shadow.
Ken-kun's expression changes and he quietly moves his spear into a combat position. Scanning. Subject confirmed as a shadow.
We should have started with that, but you know.
You're on to me already, huh? Oh well, I wasn't gonna try to hide it anyway.
I've never faced Junpei-san before.
Ken-kun laughs to himself and takes a step forward. Komaru stands close to him. Seeing the two of them so ready for battle makes me blurt out my doubts.
Hey, Ken-kun, are you okay with fighting somebody who looks just like one of your buddies? I mean, aren't you afraid? Like, what if that's the real one?
But it isn't.
Ken-kun smiles at me. He then explains himself in a tone of voice that makes me feel silly for doubting him.
That's a silly question, Labrys-san. Even if it did turn out to be the real Junpei-san, if I'm truly being challenged, then I can never back down. Truly challenged? Yes. When it comes down to it, I will stand up and fight for anything I truly believe in. Even if I must do so against my own companions.
Oh, that determination.
Looks like you're finally learning to talk like that, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Akihiko-san!
Labrys, let me tell you something. Even if the enemy you face is someone you once counted as a friend, in a battle for your beliefs, the bonds formed between true comrades will never break.
That's true.
Are you trying to bore me to submission? Let's get this over with already. Bring on the rain!
here comes the ring.
The fake Junpei-san summons the red pillars. Akiko-san looks confused for a moment, but Kenkun explains the rules to him.
Selfish rules as always. Normally I'd take him on, but let me take a quick break from the fighting for now.
I want to try him.
Yes, please rest, Sonata-san. We can handle this.
Akihiko-san smiles happily and takes a step back. Kenkun stands firmly in front of the shadow and takes a position. His resolve is so powerful. This young man looks strong, even to me. And I can't forget that I'm a shadow operative as well.
I can do it too.
Ooh. Let's go with Lapras. All right.
Final.
Don't let the shadow off.
Take this!
The enemy's looking for an opening. Watch him.
Oh my. I didn't want to do that, but that works. Oh. Ooh. Ouch. Come here, you. And this should end it. There we go. Wasn't that bad. Junpei's just like, I'm done. Down he goes.
Cracks form in the red pillars as they crumble into dust, then vanish entirely. At the same time, the form of the fake Junpei-san melts into a black vortex. The proof that we have been fighting a fake makes me feel a little relieved.
Are you alright, Sonata-san?
I wish I could say I was, but I'm pretty exhausted. I won't be able to call on my persona for a while.
Hey, we don't blame you. Just take a minute and rest.
Guess that cross drains the spiritual energy from whoever's stuck on it.
Horomao-san speaks up as he's trying to get our attention. The remains of the shadow swirling about the center of the room release a small ball of light that rises into the void above the room.
Weird. The same thing happened to the fake Yukun too.
It's flowing up. Does that mean it's being collected somehow? What in the world is that?
There's something else that I've noticed. Everyone in Inaba aside from us persona users has vanished. Doesn't that remind you of the Dark Hour and Tartarus?
That's ominous. If I remember right from last time we were here, the enemy was trying to turn personas into shadows and collect their power.
And that's what they're trying to do.
And we know all too well what happens when shadows gather in Tartarus.
Sonata-san, immediately after we reached Inaba, we were attacked by someone who looked very similar to Ikutsuki.
Ikutsuki? That's impossible. We saw him.
Yes, though I don't know if it was really him. But one of the persona users from Inaba, Naoto-san, knew about Ikutsuki.
The detective, huh? So they're running around out there too.
Yep.
Indeed. I wanted to find an explanation to this situation as soon as possible, so we shared what we knew with each other.
This is their town. No matter how much we might try to stop them, they have the right to protect this place. Mitsuru knows that at least. Oh, it seems like she was trying to bear the entire burden herself again.
Like always.
They're all incredibly skilled, too. If we can meet up with them, we'll be able to solve this case that much quicker. You made the right call, Ken.
Thank you.
Ikutsuki, huh? If he's really behind this, then we're at even more of a disadvantage. Sorry, Ken, but let me make sure I've got it all straight.
I'm gonna go through the details.
Now that Akihiko-san's recovered his senses somewhat, we've both explained the sequences of events we've experienced up until this point.
So we fell right into the enemy's trap and got ourselves captured. How careless of us.
There's no time to waste here. Akihiko-san is far from his normal condition, but he appears to have recovered enough to be able to walk on his own. We leave the music room and decide to look for some stairs so we can head up. Since the remains of the fakes were all going upwards, we conclude that there must be something above us that they're all going to.
By the way, Sonata-san, how have Mitsuru-san and the others been? I haven't seen them in a while.
Catching up!
I hadn't seen her in a long time till I got back either. Don't worry, she hasn't changed at all. If anything, she seemed even more dreadful.
I see. I don't know if I should feel relieved or worried.
Both.
What, does Mitsuru-san scare you too? She's always really nice to me.
You just don't know how frightening she can be. Try getting hit with that kick of hers. You won't eat normally for a week.
Jesus.
She's very intense. And that's coming from me. Now that I think about it, I can't believe she was just a high school student when we met. Huh. If that's the case, then I'll try asking her to start being nicer to you two.
No, that'll make it worse.
You can't.
Don't!
You don't have to get so flustered, you know?
These two have been so calm and rational when confronted with the fake Junpei-san. Seeing them so distraught over the thought of this, I can't help but laugh. Akihiko-san and Ken-kun smile with embarrassment. Komaru-san walks on coolly, as if there was no concern of his.
I mean, it's true.
It must be rather difficult to express your true feelings.
It is. A lot of the time, it really is hard to say what you really feel. Can we get it to be continued? It was just 10 more minutes. Alright. What do we unlock? Ooh. We get Akihiko. Ooh. How many? Oh. Dang. There's quite a bit. The Odd Couple. Tartarus Tragedy. Let's go with Akihiko's side. Let's start this. Just for a little bit. Now that I've recovered from whatever the cross was doing to me, I have no strength to walk on my own. Still, it seems that whatever wounds I suffered are greater than I thought. After we leave the music room, we climb up a flight of stairs and steep into a covered passage. I don't know what the signs of this in this place mean, or if they hold any meaning anymore now that the city has become distorted, but it would seem that something called a classroom building is up ahead. Proceed down a long hallway that appears to go on endlessly. Can't tell whether the haze I see is because of the strange fog or my own fuzzy consciousness.
I'll be sure to return the favor with my fists.
Hey, I've been on the cross and thinking the entire time. We're the core of the Shadow Operatives. Don't fall into the enemy's hands so easily, without any hope of escape. My own powerlessness frustrates me. But even then, I keep calm. We still have comrades. Ken, Koromaru, and our new member, Labrys. You've grown so much. Were able to save me even after I made such a colossal blunder. What? Is that gunfire I hear? The sound rings out continuously as if a battle's taking place nearby. Run in the direction the sounds are coming from. Let's see. Oh!
What is this place? It doesn't feel like anywhere else. Sonata-san, this...
Talk about having bad taste. Whoever's doing this really wants this to be the entrance to hell.
This is the entrance hall to that tower. Tartarus. 3 years ago, we would gather here day after day to challenge a seemingly infinite labyrinth. We lost and gained so much here. And for emotions flickered through my mind.
Mitsuru-san!
Mitsuru! Now I'm saying it like they say it. Labrys' voice echoes through the hall. I turn to look and see Mitsuru up on a cross in a corner of the room. Her head hangs low and she seems to be unconscious. The cross must be draining her power, just like what happened to me.
Mitsuru-san, we'll get you down at once!
Right, but who was the owner of the gunfire? There we go. Fake Igus, right? Try to rush her aside. A barrage of bullets rakes across the floor, striking sparks in front of us. The torrent of fire finally dies away. It's filled with white smoke, more like the red fog that drifts about the area.
Confirming the presence of additional targets for elimination. Seriously, you keep coming one after another.
Yep.
Psyches.
Oh, there should be no problem. You can stay here and watch while I deal with them. It should take no time at all.
Additional targets for elimination? Ooh. Other people had apparently been fighting Aegis. Rather, this fake Aegis when we showed up. Oh.
Ryukun!
Oh,
Hiko-san! Labris!
you!
Master?
Labris is here too?
Oh, Yosuke and Chie. Immediately understand the situation. Rules of the fights here state that the battles must be one-on-one. And see those red pillars surrounding you and his friends, the fake Aegis. Most likely, he had been fighting Aegis while protecting Yosuke and Chie, who are already exhausted. The battle itself is one-on-one, but there's no rule saying that you can't attack your opponent's companions if they happen to be in the ring at the same time. It looks like it's fair game to attack us as well. Seriously, these rules that are convenient only for the enemy are really getting on my nerves. The situation though, Persona users of Inaba, your skills and abilities are far beyond the ordinary. To think that they would be cornered this badly.
What's going on? You did this, didn't you?
As Labris lashes out in confusion and anger, the shadow taking Aegis' form answers with a twisted smile.
Of course I did, sister. I am a weapon. It is my mission to follow orders and eliminate all targets. Now, sister, why are you getting in my way?
Get in your way?
As you may have guessed, I am a duplicate of Aegis, but I am such an exact copy of her specifications that I may as well be the real thing.
Nope, you are not.
I will carry out my master's orders. I cannot comprehend why you, a fellow machine, are trying to prevent me from carrying out my task. You're a tool, just as I am, sister.
You're not.
Unfortunately,
No.
you were
Don't listen to her.
stolen in the previous battle. And now, we must be enemies. The shadow operatives control you, while I take my orders from my master. Isn't that the only real difference between us?
That ain't true. I'm doing this of my own free will.
Free will? Is that what you base your argument on? Our memories are nothing but data, ones and zeros in our minds. How can you prove that what you know is true? That your mind wasn't written over?
Straightforward claim with the cold logic of a machine. This isn't good. It's probably the closest person to Labris. Like this fake said, if he really wanted to use Labris as a weapon, he'd probably manipulate her memories to some extent. On top of that, there's no way to prove to Labris that we're never done something like that to her. Damn, what a move. Labris' faith in us must be,
Hey, Labra!
Sonata-san, let's leave this to her. I'm sure she'll be fine.
trust in her. And as his eyes fixed on Labris, even as he calls out to me. You see, these guys have just met. They've already formed a bond though, through whatever battles they faced so far. They believe in one another.
Yeah, sorry about that. You're right. I should trust in her.
Sister, friendship and trust means nothing to the likes of us. Yet you still attempt to fight me.
You're wrong.
Here we go. Tell her off.
I'm an anti-shadow weapon too. I can understand what you're saying. But there's something I'm even more sure of. Aegis told me that going through the joy and pain of different things made her into who she is now. I remember that. Now I remember that the reason why I can stand here and fight you was thanks to all our sisters who died to make me who I am. Those are painful memories. But if I forgot them, I wouldn't exist. That's what I'll fight for.
Yeah, tell him.
Pain ain't made up. These memories are my own that I formed with everybody else. They aren't fake. They're my heart.
Labris.
Labris.
Understood. Master, I have a request to make.
Uh-oh. Fake Gigas calls out into thin air. This creature of a shadow has a master. What in the world could she be calling out to? Oh, Teddy.
Testing, testing. What's this? A dumb old machine calling me up? What nerve? I'm a busy bear.
Forgive me, but I have a favor I must ask of you.
Huh?
Please lift the barriers on this battlefield and allow these people to come inside.
Huh? You want to let us in?
I want to fight them. I wish to crush all their bonds before my sister's very eyes.
Oh.
What?
Oh, for Pete's! When you make a copy of a real person, the copy gets all the quirks of their personality too. Ah! Well, rather than getting persona fragments from those dried up old husks, you might get fresher ones from those guys.
No, great.
Persona fragments?
Oh, did I say too much? Anyway, let's have a ring change!
A ring change? The voice of the vulgar fake Teddy. The fake Teddy calls out. New red pillars descend on the old pillars shatter in response. New pillars drop into the four corners of the room, making this entire place into a fighting arena.
You! Are you alright?
Yosuke-kun. Chie!
You guys okay? Rush over to you and his friends to check on them. Good. None of them seem to be that badly hurt. Just confirming they're safe. Turn to fake the face Aegis again.
Thank you for inviting us in before your battle concluded. But we're not gonna show you any mercy.
Mm-hmm.
There is no need to thank me. I am about to eliminate all of you right now.
Sure you are.
Time for me to make a comeback as well. This is a grudge match now.
Right.
You
Let's
guys
do
seem
this.
a little different from what I was expecting you to be. But I won't be fooled. I'll protect everyone with all my strength.
We got this. Akihiko. We're going with him. All right.
Final.
Come here. Oh, oh my God. Ow, ow. Oh, I. Oh. All right. Oh my God, of course.
I'm not giving up. Now's the time.
Here we go. I love that she didn't do anything. Oh. Oh my God, that was epic. Oh, that looks so badass. That looks so badass. Fagaigus falls to his knees, and his body turns black as it becomes a shapeless mass. See hints of pain in Labrys's eyes as she watches.
Looks like we won.
You don't need to look at me like that. Either way, we only have a limited lifespan.
What do you mean?
We were created for the sole purpose of fighting you. Once that duty has been carried out, all we have left to do is expire.
Fighting is your duty.
I will not bid you good luck. I wish for my master to emerge victorious, if possible.
And off it goes. With that, Fagaigus loses all coercion, into a black puddle on the floor. Eventually that begins to flow upward, like a film of syrup being poured in reverse, till it completely disappears. Watch this process to the very end while we think about our troubles. Maru, who had been sitting at our feet, runs off. That's right, this is the time to be sentimental. We have to rescue Mitsuru. Ken and Labris run to the cross Mitsuru's hanging from. Go with Koromaru to speak with Yu's group.
Master!
Thank you, Akihiko-san. That was too close.
I know.
Huh? What's a dog doing here? I mean, he's adorable, but...
Sorry for causing you such trouble. It seemed like you were facing quite a difficult fight.
Koromaru's part of the group.
Ooh, I'm ashamed to call myself your student.
You're fine.
I should be thanking you. I'm sorry if you were all worried.
Decided to exchange information with Yu's group about the circumstances leading up till now and the situation in Inaba. Surprised to learn that Ken and Koromaru are not only Persona users, but shadow operatives. Conversation turns to the reason why Yu and his friends were having such a hard fight. Contrary to my suspicion, seems the three of them made it to this room almost unscathed. Why did the fake Aigis give them so much trouble? It's true that shadows taking our appearances can summon personas. There's no mistake that they make extremely powerful opponents. But they're so strong they could hurt these three skilled fighters that badly?
Nah, that's not it. When we got to this weird room, we found Mitsuru-san up on a cross. So Chie and I rushed over to get her down, but there was somebody there.
It wasn't the fake Aegis?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see a face, but the voice sounded like a guy.
You didn't see his face. How far away could he have been?
Well, he was kind of standing in the shadows. And the moment I saw his red eyes, my whole body froze up like I was petrified or something.
Yep, show.
That's right. When I went in to save them, I was attacked by a persona I've never seen before.
Red eyes. And a persona?
Doesn't make sense. Previously, the enemy said himself that he didn't have a persona. Does this mean that there's someone else helping him? No of a persona? Powerful enough to overwhelm even you? Mitsuru was here. Perhaps she knows something. Mature, Ken, and Labris are attempting to get Mitsuru down off the cross, but appear to be having some trouble.
This thing's not coming apart. What gives? It was easy enough to get Akihiko-san off a hit. I'm not having any luck either. Damn it, why? Mitsuru-san, please wake up!
Is this another trap, or too desperately called to Mitsuru while trying to undo the restraints binding her arms and legs? The moment, Koromaru stares fixedly at the door and gives a low growl as if to warn us.
What's wrong, Koromaru? Is someone there?
Someone's coming this way.
This is approach at a leisurely pace down the hallway. As they grow louder, the tension here in the entrance hall increases. Eventually the footsteps stop. A shadow reaches from the doorway all the way to the center of the room. It wavers in the illumination of the fog. Oh.
It can't be. You're...
So I wasn't seeing things.
It has to be a shadow. Shuji Ikutsuki. Unforgettable betrayal and infallible insanity. Seeing him again, spitting image of when I last saw him brings back what he said. Death of everything, but also the beginning. 3 years ago, he made extreme sacrifice to put an end to his plans. Does this mean he has come crawling out of hell to torment us once again? And that's the to be continued? Could imagine that's a good spot to... Yep. To be continued. Back from the grave. But that is where we're going to be leaving this episode. In the next one, we are going to go and follow Yukari and see what she's up to. But with that, hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and share. That always helps out against that pesky YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to join the Moonlight Army today. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. If you guys want to stalk me on my social medias, the links will be in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.